Здорово. Даньків продовжує проходити 4-й Fallout. Що ж, відправимося тепер за подземкою, щоб зламати чіп охотника. Пройти по путі свободи. Ну от, я вернувся на початок, в той самий струмок, де сидів супермутант Лебідь.
7A.
Тож йдемо по цій червоній лінії. Причому йдемо обережно. Це ж все-таки Капітолій штату Массачусетс.
4 and L. Definitely a code.
Я записую комбінації. Не пам'ятаю, чи це треба, але краще перестрахуюсь. Такі таблички знаходяться біля кожного місця. Отмічено по путі свободи. Ну, якщо взяти історію, то путь свободи – це лінія, по якій можна пройти екскурсію по самим видаючимся місцям, зв'язаним з
2A.
Бостоном. Могила Бенджаміна Франкліна. Чоловік з 100 баксів. Угу. Вот, значит, где деньги.
Someone there?
If you keep hoarding that garbage, you're going to slow us down.
Who's there? I can hear you. Fight today. That sound, what is it?
Вот. Настрою битися з супермутантами, він знає, який раз в мене немає.
6O.
6О. Хорошо. Так, книжковий магазин ми вже відвідали.
3I.
Більше супермутантів. А тут вже битви не уникнути. Прокляті рейдери. Не менш прокляті мутанти.
R.
Being in the open like this is tactically irresponsible.
рейдери.
Game's over!
Є, два рази.
Send them back to hell.
Прокляті супермутанти.
Eight D next.
Це так песик.
One R. The trail ends right at the church.
Да. Церква. Вряд ли щось вам сильно скажуть ці надписи. Мені вони теж слабо кажуть. Но це все зв'язано з історією американської війни за незалежність. Ніколи цією темою не цікавився, но... Кстати, якщо скласти всі оці букви разом по порядку, вказаному там цифрам, то получиться Railroad. Підземка. Ну або дослівно ж залізна дорога. Колія. Ну ви поняли. Ну і очевидно, що в цій церкві вхід в підземку. А, да, вот логотип підземки.
Anything useful? This is the part of the job that I love. Right. Careful. The illumination.
Опача.
So that's not right.
Ладно. R.
Huh. It spins.
R. E. L. R.
Have to start over.
Збився. R. R. O. A. Да.
There we go.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the Railroad. So answer my question.
Put down your weapons first.
Until I determine you're not a threat, we'll point our weapons wherever we damn well please. Who told you how to contact us?
I'm not saying.
We have very powerful enemies. If you want to deal with us, we require your cooperation. Last question. Why
Скоро
are
у
you
вас,
here?
придурків, появиться враг, який вам не по зубам.
I found a courser chip. Can your people decode it?
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser Killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This lady is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating her, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy. Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the Railroad.
Who are you people, exactly?
In a world full of suspicion,
Des, we need to let her in. She's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
that violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. She killed a Courser. There's no way she's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Excuse me.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Excuse me.
We having fun yet?
Не понял. Ну, тепер понял.
Chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong. The least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the courser chip.
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And a Courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
No way. That chip is mine.
To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
You gotta be careful, man.
Made up your
Institute is
mind.
everywhere.
We decode...
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it
По-другому
happen.
тут не обійдешся.
What's a chip? Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Don't try
We're
anything,
in.
stranger.
Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man,
Give
don't
Tom
crash. Hold it together.
He'll get that chip.
Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right. We're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait. They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. Software in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you. I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Everyone,
Hey,
you've been
If we're
hitting
going to be
the pins
dealing
way
more
too
with
hard,
each other,
but I got my eyes
I
on
need
it.
to make sure that we're on the same page.
Mhm.
You know what the thing is.
Yeah. I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
They started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, they must be treated the same. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question.
Да ви
The
психи.
only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no middle ground with this. Would you risk death to save a synth or not?
No.
Нет.
Probably not.
No shame in that. Every person needs to know what they're willing to die for. It might be best if you kept your distance from us. Not for our sake, but for yours. The Institute wouldn't hesitate to torture and kill you for what you know. Deacon can show you out.
Desdemona.
All right. All right, let's move.
Та пошли ви. Не буду я спасати проклятих виродків інститута. У них є право на свободу і так далі. Вони просто механізми, які хочуть то,
We'll
щоб
file out
їхню
separately,
вонючу
dude. Best
програму
not to attract attention.
вбухали яйцеголові з
I get to do a
інституту.
full security sweep before you can get out of here too.
Да,
So you
деякі,
answered the big question.
а деякі з них, включає тих самих охотників, вийшли з-под контроля. Ви представляєте? Робот-вбивця виходить з-под контроля. В зоряних війнах подробно описано, що до цього приводить. Нічого хорошого.
Hi.
So you answered the big question and took a pass. Dez is a hardliner, a live and die for the cause kind of lady. But the truth isn't so cut and dry. Listen, are you interested in the railroad? Learning more? Maybe joining?
No, I'm not.
Hey, we're not for everyone. Come to think of it, we're not for practically anyone. But if you change your mind, well, you get the idea.
О, ми ще зустрінемося. Ну тоді ви вже будете по іншу сторону. Кроме того, як я вже казав про сінтів, є ще одна проблема.
Why are you bothering with that, Joe?
А що буде, якщо хтось їх поймає, перепрограмірує? А? Лічний термінатор, якого ніхто не узнає, який виповнить будь-яку задачу. Це просто піздець. Їх треба унічтожити, поки вони не вилилися в жопу. В жопу глобального масштаба. Тож тепер поговоримо з Верджилом. Там є багато що сказати.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Protect and serve.
I'd advise against breathing in these fumes. They smell awful.
Excellent.
Отлично.
Protect and serve.
Ну що ж, тепер треба вибрати, хто поможе нам побудувати телепорт. Братство, підземка чи мінітмени? Звісно, братство.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dan, according to our scribes. The moment this information, the Institute, and everyone responsible to accomplish this goal, I've had our scribes meticulously, the only logical expert. That's where we need your help.
Спасибо, но це я вже знаю.
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
I believe you'd be better served showing these plans to Proctor Ingram. That being said, I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the Brotherhood. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones that kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Elder Maxon?
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Знаєте, я от подумав, ця технологія телепортації така ж не менш небезпечна, ніж сінт, і теж відноситься до того дерьма, яке, як правильно відмічає Мексум, треба знищити. От представте собі, інститут телепортує сінт з телепортом. А що якщо ви зможете телепортувати ядерну бомбу? Тобто це фактично супероружие, майже я би порівняв з зіркою смерті. В будь-який момент появиться з ніоткуда глобальний піздець. Так, цю технологію треба викорінити теж. Проктор Інграм. Проктор знаходиться в аеропорту.
Knight. You have technical documents, perhaps? Or looking to assist?
I found some technical
These look rather promising. You certainly have a knack for this sort of work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, check every building you
Да, це я вже знаю. Черебравіна.
Damn it, Scribe. I told you I didn't want the corners bent. The issues were to be in mint condition.
I'm sorry, Proctor, but this is the only limited edition annual we've recovered. Even before the bombs fell, this was the rarest issue. The one where Grognak dies and comes back to life?
Yes, Scribe. I've read the 2076 underlaying price guide from cover to cover, so I'm well aware of its past value. The fault for this travesty rests squarely on your shoulders, because you chose to ignore the important lesson I taught you. Which is?
Always bag and board. I'm sorry, sir. You're absolutely right. And I promise it will never... sir? What's that red blinking
You
light at your
have
terminal?
technical documents, perhaps?
What?
Or
Oh,
looking
damn
to
it
assist
all.
on a
I
research
left it in
patrol?
record mode. Just let me...
I found some technical documents.
These look rather promising. Here are the caps. Remember, check every...
Суть цієї записі в тому, що вона весьма специфічна. Коротше, може бути діалог, не пам'ятаю, як він срабатує, но типа Квінлан питається моє ставлення до всяких там коміксів і тому подібного. І виразить недовольство, якщо ставлюсь до них позитивно, а не до як пустої трати часу. Оказується, що він лицемір. Все таке
Looking for another safe haven. There's
він
shelter and supplies
обожає
at the police
комікси.
station in Cambridge.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
Well, you definitely know your stuff.
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
Wow. I'm glad you could make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
Something so romantic.
Our vertibird should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Thanks.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Did you figure out the rest of Virgil's schematics?
We'll know after we throw the switch. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
According to Virgil's notes, it takes 4 components to complete the signal interceptor. First, we need a control console to input the code sequence and process the signal. That's the easy part. Second, we have the relay dish. That's for the interceptor part of the name. It scans and grabs the proper frequency we need. Third, and the most complex, is the molecular beam emitter. This is the actual component that translates your matter into energy for transmission. You've already built the stabilized reflector platform, which concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments and calculations. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
Some planes must have gotten away before the bombs. Where do you think they ended up? Hard to believe a place this vast was essentially a glorified bus terminal.
Put 2 in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
Антенна ретранслятор. Ой, ще не зайшов на територію.
We're close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
О. Питание, да? Итого 27. Питание предостаточно.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
You sure Ingram knows what she's doing?
Proctor Ingram's managed to keep a 40,000-ton airship aloft for the past 5 years. I'd say that earns her the benefit of the doubt. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, We were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
Elder Maxon?
You have your assignment, soldier. Move out.
Відправитися прямо в інститут. Ну, що ж. Тут треба пояснити цю історію з доктором Лі. Це событие третього Fallout. Доктор Лі участвувала в проєкті «Чистота». Гігантський очиститель, який мав забезпечити та й забезпечив всю столичну пустош очищеною від радіації водою. Рекомендую поіграти в третій Fallout, ви все поймете, там взагалі класно. Ну а потім доктор Лі возглавила проект, але потім була війна з Анклавом, очиститель оказався під контролем Анклава, братство його відбило, но потім доктору Лі не сподобалося то, що братство взяло під контроль цей проект, і вона втекла в содружество. Причому не скривала, що хоче вступити в інститут. І самі члени братства сприйняли це абсолютно спокійно. Навіть з насмішками. Типа, вона така нагла із самомнінням, що треба було, що не хотіла просто знати контроль зі сторони братства. От і бросила такий важливий проект, який фактично був ділом всієї житті. Ну, проект запрацював, так що вона успіха добилася. Тепер треба, щоб вона вернулася в братство. Ми ще з нею поговоримо.
Dr. Lee is a valuable asset. If any harm comes to
Proctor Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Shouldn't we test it first?
Not with a single frequency code. The second you arrive and the Institute figures out which signal we hijacked, they'll change the code, and we're locked out. This is a one-shot deal. So what do you say? You ready to give it a try?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Ну що ж.
Are you in or are you out? Make up your mind.
Відправлятися в інститут ми будемо в наступному відео. Дякую за увагу.
Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform.